How's everybody doing? I'm gonna just start my. I wanted to get. I wanted to do a Mickey Mouse. I put these. I found these green boards, so I cut them up a little, and I'm doing me a big thing for the house. I figure I was bored today, so this is what I do when I'm bored. Laugh out loud. All right. I'm gonna do it this way because it's gonna be Mickey Mouse sitting down. And then I'm going to put Hello World. I like to do silly things like that sometimes. It makes me happy. Very happy sometimes. Alright, I got this. I never tried doing this against a board a poster board that was already colored, but we'll see how this goes. Definitely. Why not? Alright. Now, I'm going to put white against a green poster board. Alright. We're going to do a quick little sketch thing, catch up on what's on your guys' mind. I've been doing a lot of cleaning. We went to the dog park. I did some videos to feed to Google, so it has material to make me more videos. So, and I did my Chong thought of the day. And I've been watching a lot of history stuff over here on YouTube, and then of course the 80s music. Gotta have the 80s and 90s music. 80s and 90s music is the best. That was not turned out too bad. I've tried this. Sometimes you just gotta try new things, I guess. Alright. Oh, hello. How are you? Yeah. I do readings and sometimes I used to always have to wait in between readings because I wasn't very popular, and I get it, I dig it. So I do things that I would normally do in arts and crafts. But yeah, bring your reading in. I'm just making this for me and not for my friends for once. Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do. I know that YouTube's a hard platform. I get it. But you know what? I'm not here for money. I'm actually here because I like live streaming. And I like to be sociable. I know that sounds strange. Because most people in the world are greedy, but I'm not. Give me some poster board and some pastels and all that, and I'm happy. It doesn't really take much to make me happy. I know it sounds weird, but some people, I feel, because I've been reading, not reading, but I've been listening to all this stuff about Rome and Egypt and all that, and it's pretty much, they all said that Rome pretty much got corrupt, and that's why it ended up going downhill. And Egypt. So, I was thinking, I had deep thoughts for a minute. I try not to have too many deep thoughts because it'll depress you. Maybe that's why the state of the world is what it is. It could be. But yeah, let me go get there. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, why be rude in the world? You can't sit there and expect things. Yeah, it really is. I actually wanted to see the world be a better place. I grew up and the world was always a good place. But then again, I was born in 74 and you could go outside your front door and you could leave your door unlocked cuz people just they didn't really they weren't out to get you like they are these days. I don't know what it is. People just they're crazy. Everybody's out to get everybody. And my thing is, what do you really accomplish? You get all these people angry at you for no damn reason. Oh, hi, Lily. I think when I subscribe to your channel, because I always subscribe to people that if you're a YouTuber and you have a little channel, I always subscribe back. It's Facebook rules. I still live by Facebook rules, and I am a Facebook live streamer. And this is what we do. I cannot get into my Facebook no more, and I don't suggest going there because I was hacked. So that's how that is. And did you? Oh, okay. Yeah, put your question in, and I have no problem with that. I can multitask. I'm just making me a Mickey Mouse for my house. I usually paint these things, but I said, why not? Why not just do it with my pastels? A big ass Mickey. What could be more happier than Mickey Mouse? I like to be happy every day. Everything's so damn depressing, and everybody's just talking about all these negative things. I'm trying to center this out. So I want to, right here, I'm just going to do that. Because everybody is always negative about everything. They're negative Nancy. And I get it. The world's a shitty place right now. But the more everybody feeds into the negativity, the worse it honestly is going to get. And this is true facts. It really, really is. People don't believe this, but yeah. The more you give into it and stuff, the worse it gets. And things always even out. Always. You could think that you're going to get away from it with something for the longest time. And then before you know it, it caught up with your ass. I mean, look at all these rappers that went to jail and they have millions of dollars. Eventually everything comes back to you. So you're just better off just trying to do the right thing every day. He has these really big feet. But yeah, that's why I just try to keep positive, because I try to do good things every day. I do. I try to help people the best I can. I'm a healthcare worker, so I'm always helping out the old people. And the crazy thing is, people I take care of are only 20 years younger than me, and somehow I'm younger than that. Somehow it works out that I'm way healthier than them. So maybe I was made healthy in this world. What is my love future? In the past, trying to make it work. I could do your love reading, but you always have somebody that they want you to be with. Because the universe is a funny thing. The universe wants to have more people around. That's how it works. And they're going to make you, if they, they're going to bring someone in your life because eventually they're going to want a baby out of it. Because that's how the universe works. You die, you got someone there. The heck? Oh, okay. It has a weird thing at Chong the dog. Okay, I guess when you get close to 900 subscribers, weird, different things happen on your channel. I'm looking and it has a thing where it's a link. This shows you how clueless I am to live streaming. I just come in here, I come over here and have fun. That's it. This is my only objective. Every day I'm here to have fun. I'm here to live till I die. I did try to fix my hair up a little bit. I did a really bad haircut because I'm a cheap ass. I really am. If I could save a buck, I do. That's just how I am. But, and this is Heaven Lee. I like that, Heaven. You guys get the best names. I want a secret code name. I think that would be fun. I like all the code names. You guys are like secret detectives over here. All right, you got in your love sector, Heaven. We'll just call you Heaven. You got a new moon eclipse, and this is very good, very good. This card is powerful change. Powerful change is good. It means your life is gonna change for the better. And that's with your love sector. And then you got North Node surrounding your energy there, and a full moon in Libra. And North Node just means if you're scared to do something or approach a situation a certain way, don't be, because it's going to work out for you. That's all that means. Literally, it's not even a huge big deal. And then the full moon in Libra just talks about a win-win outcome. Honestly, for you, I see someone from the past. I see 3. I see past, present, and future. I see a choice. And those are fun. I mean, I usually, before I was married, I'd get that past, present, or future. That doesn't mean you're not going to find nobody. That really doesn't. Just because I just go to work and come home and I talk to you guys, that this is what I do, and things follow me and find me. Or you just go and run into people. But yeah, you're going to have a choice soon. I mean, soon for the other side in the realm. Could be a couple months, it could be 6 months. To them, a year is like a minute. So I'm not saying it's going to take that long, but that other realm doesn't, they're dead. So they don't know what our time is, and when they were alive, they don't know like that, and I get it. So, but they say soon. But that's okay. I mean, if you're comfortable, you and your kids are vibing in and living your best life. That's what you need to do. Live your best life, because no one's gonna live it for you. And it's awesome to be there. I think the best years of my life was when my kids were little. Now, my kids are 30 and 21. And my oldest is going to be 31. So sometimes these are the best times, and maybe that's why you don't have no one. And there's nothing wrong with that. I was alone for a long time after I got divorced though. And I don't regret a minute of it because me and my kids were good. We were happy. And that's all that matters is the kids are happy and you're happy. Because you don't need anyone to make you happy. You really don't. It's nice to have company. Yes, I do agree with that. But is it necessary? No. I mean, the kids are the most important thing, period. I mean, in my opinion, I think that's just the way it is. We're here to make sure our kids are okay because that's what the other realm wants. They want this realm to be protected and kids to be safe and born. And people get rewarded that are good parents. They absolutely do. All of a sudden, you'll find you have more money. You'll find more prosperity. It's just the way things go like that. Mickey Mouse is sitting down. But my kids are older. I have a grandkid on the way. Oh, you're welcome. You can come anytime and ask whatever you want. I'm just over here making little things because when you get in your 50s, you're financially stable and little things like that. You get bored. I mean, I could be at work and making extra money, which my friends think I'm mad because they think it's crazy that I'd rather be on YouTube than work overtime. But I said I've worked a long time. At one point, I had 2 jobs. And it's just time for me to have fun. And you only have a certain amount of time on this earth. I mean, I know I'm living like around till I'm 100, but what am I supposed to do till I'm 100? That's the thing. I might as well do something. Betty White made a whole TV series when she was in her hundreds, so I figure why not? See, I'm making his hands here. I don't know if you can see. I'm just doing light sketches over here before I get my pastels in here. These pastels are wonderful. I've been sketching, folks, for like a year. And I got into this because I have these residents. And a lot of them, I had a couple of them. Well, the one was that just passed away, but he was a famous artist for the Cleveland Indians. And I took care of him, and now that he's dead and buried, I could say it, his family is shitheads. They never barely came to visit him. They were just interested. He used to do book illustrations, and he did all the sketchings for all the players. He did an Albert Einstein, an amazing sketch artist, amazing. And they were shitheads to him. And it's sad. It truly is, because he's a great guy. Great guy. And then his ex-wife, that one was the worst. She'd come in, she would demand him to get up, she would act like she gave a damn towards the end. And it's just like, come on, lady. It's like she literally sat there, didn't care about his existence for all that time. And then all of a sudden she cares a little bit. So, I don't know. I just get tired of people like that. I get tired of people that are not nice. But I recently went on Flip. My friend told me I should go on Flip. And I was like, okay, I'll see. And apparently I made $2 on Flip. And then I'm just sitting there like laugh out loud. What am I going to do with $2? What does $2 buy? But I do like my promotional videos over there since Flip is like the new Facebook. because absolutely nobody's going over there because they have all these scammers now. And it's terrible because there's good live streamers over there. And these live streamers, it kind of ruined it for them because some of them weren't invited over here to be live streamers. They absolutely were not. And some creators, they get so fixated on one platform, when one goes down, they don't know what they're going to do next. Me, I'm everywhere. I'm on Truth Central too, but Trump has taken over Truth Central with his stuff. Absolutely not. I never had a chance of even getting one follower, and I'm okay with that. That's Trump world over there. So I don't drop videos over there. I think I even uninstalled it. But I've always been over here, but it took me a while to get my live button, and then I worked on it. But my friends do think I'm mad for being over here when I could be making good money doing overtime. But what's money? You got all your bills paid. You got to do something that makes you happy. That's the bottom line. How long do you have to live? That's always an issue. And how long and how much time do you want to dedicate your existence to money? Making money all the time. Yeah, I get it. You need money. I need money. We all need money. We all got to pay our electric bills and stuff. I get it. But you got to take time out. You got to take time out for your kids. You got to take time out for your family. I'm just shading all this in. I find it easier just for even if you're going to sketch or paint or anything, just to do this. And I promise you, you'll have better results. Tom taught me that. He did. Alright, he's laying down. You can see it better now. You just shade it as you go along. Mickey Mouse is not a hard sketch. I mean, I do kind of. I recommend the easier. I did all easy sketches. I was trying to draw trees for like 6 months. I practice on all kinds of trees. And then you work your way up to roses. Because roses could be challenging, but if you can sketch a rose, you can start sketching these anime characters. But you got to be able to do certain things. Those roses can be very intricate. So you could learn learn the small stuff before you get to the big stuff. I wasn't trying to overwhelm myself, not at all. Alright, now his foot is going up like the other one. So I'm going to go and try to get the line work on this here. But yeah, I'm watching all this stuff about Rome and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, doesn't this sound familiar? Yeah, I totally did, because it does. All the stuff going on with these tariffs and stuff. I mean, there were similar problems thousands of years ago going on. Similar but different. And then they were talking about Julius Caesar and stuff like that, and people getting money hungry and stuff. So I guess this is not a new thing for society. Okay, that foot's too big. Sometimes this happens. This is why it's better to pencil it out first. And I'm measuring out these feet. Okay, right here, I should have nothing after this line. So I'm going to start curving it that way. Get rid of this here. This is kind of the process of how you want to get this. I just want to get his feet in. I like to go from the top, bottom to the top. because head placement for these kind of characters is so important. So important. Oh, someone on TikTok liked my video. Yay. I do love TikTok though. My Google security lets me go over there. And I don't have any problem with my security over there. But my Google security sure the hell won't let me on Facebook. So, this is why I say I don't think it's very safe over there. And I give that advice because if I sure the hell can't get on there without being scammed and all that. And my friend, somebody tried to take money out of her account. She like erased a lot of pictures and stuff when there was like stuff going on over there. And apparently they try getting money out of her account and she don't even buy anything over there. It's the crazy thing. So I'm just giving you guys fair warning. I have no clue what's going on over there, but I don't think it's good. And it's not good to go places where everybody's being scammed. But of course, my brother, he'd be crazy. He's always over there, and he goes, and I tell him, you better watch, your ass going to get scammed. My brother's like, oh no, that's you because you're a content creator. I was like, no. I was like, if I'm being scammed with Google security, you would be their first target because you don't have Google security. Which it does cost. I got a deal on it, and I'm paying like $8 a month, something like that. And you get all the storage for your pictures and stuff. You really do. It's great. I love Amazon and Google. I really do. I don't know what I would do without them. They make excellent pictures too. For your for all my videos that come out over here most of the time, they're the stuff that Google gives me, and they make awesome videos. I'm doing curved lines this way. This way, I could just focus on what I want to do, and I don't have to spend all this time editing. All right, I got his feet and his hands done now. And this is great for kids because, canvases are really expensive and kids are always into something. So sometimes you want to give them something to do that's constructive. You really do. So, and I just say this because I have kids and they like to be into everything sometimes. Alright. I'm going to get his leg going here. This leg here. And then that way. I think I made his leg too long. Can't make the legs too long, my friends. Oh no. There can be problems in your sketch. This is why you want to do it this way. Even though I've been practicing this for a year, I have technical problems still. My biggest problem is getting the area, or I'll make I'm looking at a small image now and then just getting the proportions is usually my biggest issue. It really is. Now I'm going to do this other one. Alright, this other leg is coming in shorter, and it's a little lower too. So this just curves over a little bit. She wanted to kind of match the other side, so I'm going to do this and bring this down like this. You always want to match. I like to think of this like math. Whatever you do to one side of the sketch, you do to the other. You absolutely do. That's just how it is. Alright, and these are where his buttons are supposed to be, right here. I'm going to start sculpting his arms now. That's what I need to do. And this is easy because this is just a straight shaded line up here. I mean, who doesn't love Mickey? Okay. I guess it would help if I put it in the right area right there, because an arm wouldn't, his hand wouldn't be there. Alright. Alright. Well, I might have to do some altercations here, but that's okay. And I'm just putting this up here. There we go. Alright, I missed a little curve. Alright, so I'm going to erase this part. With Disney, every little thing counts. Everything. All these little lines are very important. Every single stinking one. I will tell you that. Now we got this one. I got this one far now. Alright. Alright, well, I did his arms in a total different way, but that's okay. It happens, and you know what? It's as you go along with your sketching, you kind of figure things out as you go along. So I'm going to start doing his face now. Alright, and this curves in, getting his first part of his face. And I used to always get frustrated when I did my little drawings and stuff, and wondering if I did a good job or didn't do a good job or this or that, but you will within time. And you know what? This is, if you have any kind of anxiety issues, it's perfect for anxiety. Perfect. It really is. Alright. I'm going to start curving this way. And whatever you do to one side, do to the other. Just like a math equation, folks. I'm just literally doing the inner part of his face now. His face is tilted just a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, now that I went this far and got that, and I'm just curving in his face, I'm going to take this here. I am doing tarot card readings, guys. I am. I promise. I just need a question. So, alright, right around here, this is shaded. I'm doing this on green. I was sitting there thinking to myself, I don't know if I should do it with green, but I figured why not? Why not challenge myself a little bit? It's always fun to have a little bit of a challenge. Because you should always challenge yourself as an artist a little bit. Alright. Alright. That. Okay, this should be here. I think even people that are great artists literally have problems with placing things when they first start. So I wouldn't even feel bad if you have problems at first placing things. Because to put together a sketch freehand is not the easiest thing in the world. And I'm doing a Mickey ear now. The famous Mickey ears. Which is so easy. It's just round. Alright. Alright, now another Mickey ear. I mean, I can't get the whole ear in, but you know what? That's okay, because in some sketches it's like that anyway, so it's okay not to get it all. You can always fix it up, because just start out with your pencil. This is how you want to do things. Because if you don't get it with your pencil, once your paint hits the board, it's over. This is why I like to do painting, or if I'm doing pastels instead of painting. That comes last, because you got to get all these good details in early. You really do. Alright, so I'm just going to shade up this way. Out here, get these nice, and everything's about shading. Everything really is shading. Shading is every day. It's like your shading is your most important thing, I want to say. Because it really looks like shit if it's not shaded good. And this is true facts. It really is. I have a friend that used to say that. And it was so funny. She was, I used to love hearing her post. She was so funny. She goes, "Oh, Facebook said that I should vote and everything." She's like, "I can't even pick the right baby daddy." And I just thought it was like the most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my life. To me, I thought it was funny. Because she is very funny. Very good aid, too. Alright, now doing the inside here of the Mickey. I just feel like I had Disney vibes today. Even though for my grandchild, they all want all Winnie the Pooh. I like Mickey Mouse. I do like Winnie the Pooh also. I did do some Winnie the Poohs for my grandson or granddaughter that's coming, but I am a Winnie the Pooh lover, but I also like Mickey too. I don't know, I kind of like them all. I go back and forth. I just like them so much. I'm like that. You're never too old to like cartoons, my friends. Never too old. Not at all. This is gonna look so nice in my house. Alright, now it's right in here, there's a crease where you start the eyes. And it's kind of like an Amazon symbol. And it goes right in the middle here. this upside down Amazon thing. I'm excited my orders are coming. I be ordering Amazon all the time. I do love my Amazon. I think I love it a little bit too much sometimes. It's so damn convenient to buy from them. That's the thing. I know everybody talks about these stores going out of business because of Amazon. It's because you get to the stores, sometimes the deals that you thought were there aren't there. And I don't know. I don't like the way they have his eyes. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna shave this and I'm gonna fix the eyes up myself. I don't like the way it has that weird thing in his eyeball. So I'm just gonna fix it and do it better. Sometimes you find these sketches and there you sit there and go, there's a way to do it better. Alright, and now when I do this, when you get this far, I erase a little bit of it too. Just to like get the iris type thing. Just erase it a little. It's kind of not coming up like I would like to with this, but that's okay. It's still gonna look good. The way they had it was trash. I didn't like that. And then I'm gonna shade this in. This is gonna look really good for my living room. This is the kind of stuff I put in my living room. I'm gonna be 51 years old and this is the stuff that's in my living room. Go figure, laugh out loud. But yeah. Alright, now down here we got his little chin. See, I got that. See, the eyes are nice. Not bad. Like I said, if it seems intimidating, I've only been up here 42 minutes. You just follow the lines exactly, kind of how I see it. Take your time. And don't get over-exhilarated. I used to always get over-exhilarated thinking I'm going to do this horrible job all the time. And don't beat yourself up. I mean, no one expects you to be a Picasso here. This is something people do for fun. It's a fun activity, and if you like it, you like it. I know they have this Painter's Valley. They're supposed to be good to watch, and I think they're here on YouTube. So, and they teach you like how to paint and sketch and different things also. But I've been told by the famous sketch artist that decided that they want to teach me in their Alzheimer's state that practice is the key. And I know we all have heard this, but it honestly is. After a year of just practicing little bits at a time, this is where I got. And this is after a year. Because I was more of a writer, and I'm still working on this whole Amazon thing where I'm going to get the book published, but I just got a lot of other things going on right now. Because before I die, I'm getting the book out there. Because that's what I really aspire to do here. Alright, this comes around this way. And then you shade in here just so you can see his tongue because his mouth's so thin. Alright, there Okay, only 45 minutes, friends. 45 minutes. That's not bad. Now I'm going to start with my pastels with this. Figure I'd do an easy sketch here. And I have my soft pastels, which I hardly ever use anymore. So I'm going to start using them. And I just got this kit from Amazon. It was on sale for the 25 bucks. You know, save up a little money here and there. Just little bits at a time. And you'll get there. You know, and I do have soft pastels that are this ones. I'm going to use these because you can buy them separately. The black soft pastels. That you can. And they're not expensive to buy these separately because you go through black and white ones more than you go through anything else. I've noticed that. And these soft ones are good for like tracing lines and for posters. Or even if you want to just, you're having a garage sale or something. Pastels are really good for those kind of posters. Because they come out real nice. You don't always need markers. So, not only artists use these, just people that are making posters for something. I like to use it for art, but you can really use these for anything, honestly. And they're not overly expensive, that's the main thing. I try not to get anything that's too expensive. But I'm just taking all the lines with the soft pastels. They seem to have a nice crease when it comes through here. And I'm just retracing with this because it's green. How's people supposed to see your drawing if it's green? It's just pretty much how that is. And once you have it all drawn, you don't have to, and have your layout, you're good. You don't have to keep looking at your screen. You really don't. Alright. Now I'm going to move this over here. Go that way. I think I'm about taking the black pastels, my chalky ones. And I'll tell you the difference between the chalky ones and the other ones. I don't know, they probably got a whole other better name. I call it the chalky ones. Because they are chalky. I feel you don't get the best precision with them. Personally. Especially if you're doing for artwork. I'm trying to round this out here. And if I would have had another pastel, it wouldn't have turned out as nice. And you gotta balance all this out too. Everything has to have balance in life. Artwork, life, everything needs balance. Even Mickey over here needs balance. And it's okay for Mickey to have some balance. Don't we all need balance in life? I'm going to bring this up a little. Out this way. There we go. Keep bringing this down that way. See that guy whose little feet is done. I'm just doing a fun little basic drawing here. Sometimes you always don't want to go overly fancy. Sometimes you just want something fun to draw out. And the hubby is home. God bless America. Laugh out loud. This is what I do when he's not home. I'd be on here streaming. I am not hard to find. Alright, now I'm going to bring this around here. I'm just doing a real basic one too. I just want something fun to defer around the house. Here, and bring that in here. And here. Connect that this way. So these black pastels are so good for this. They really are. I'm going to shade this part off. Alright, there we go. I'm going to make this a little thicker, these lines. Because if you have it real thin on one side and thick on the other, it's not good. Alright, 3 of those things. Alright, now we got the whole bottom part done. So you really want to pop this out. And one thing that pops this out better than anything is pastels. I like it. I think pastel work is good. I really like painting, and I know some people really love painting, and I do like painting, and I do like pastels. I like them both. But it depends on the piece I'm trying to execute. Like if it's just a small little drawing like this and I'm trying to get detail and just have a fun little drawing, I always go to pastels all the time. I really do. Because I feel they do the best job. And I'm just tracing literally what I did. That's it. I'm just doing a trace. Just carefully trace it with the black pastel. And I like to use soft. Use the soft ones because it just comes out better. And I'm just telling you this from trial and error. I mean, obviously you could do what you want to do. But to make your life a little bit easier, use the soft pastels. And if you can't afford them, just save a little money, you know? Like a lot of times I've been eating basic things because I'm trying to be more healthier. Because I've been really sick. And now I'm really healthy again, so I'm trying to stay that way. And when you try to be a lot healthier, sometimes you save money. You're not going to Taco Bell and all these places. So, alright, I'm just going to go around his nose like this. I don't know if I'm going to color it in just yet. I got to kind of see where day takes me with this. Alright, now I'm going to do a light sketch on these eyes. Another light, just light. I'm just lightly going in on these. Because if you have it all in pastels, it's a good idea just to finish it out in different pastels, especially something real basic like this. And this is fun for your front door, which is probably where this is going to go. Honestly. Probably I'm going to put this on my front door. There. Oh, I got Mickey. It is fun. gonna put. I think I'm just gonna do like a little blend, and I want to put Hello World. I don't know. I might do like a more blend, so I'm gonna go with my chalky pastels for blending. Blending is good for the pastels, especially if you want to blend different kinds of colors together. I'm going to try to blend this with blue. I'm going to go up here. Just going up this here. I'm trying to give it more contrast. I feel like it's more contrast to have little colors around it, especially if you just have one central character. And I'm doing clouds with blue to make it picture-like. Alright. I'm doing the same thing the other side. And just come down. There we go. Mickey's looking nice. But just on the sides of Mickey. I don't want to do it too much everywhere else. And I'm just doing this with green poster board. Because I don't want to waste it. Because wastefulness isn't good to waste things. Because you paid for it. You pay for it and stuff, you might as well enjoy it and get your use out of it. That's how you save money. I get use out of everything I have. At least I try to. Alright. Now, I'm going to rub this in the background. See, it's about already starting to look a little nicer. Sometimes just having different colors around your poster, anime sketches, is nice. And I rub this in with my finger. I'm going a circular motion with this. Because that's kind of where you want to be with the circular motion. A little bit in the ears. I'm going everywhere with this but the inside of Mickey. Because I kind of want it to stand out and look really nice. And just a simple act of just rubbing in pastels really helps. And if you go in a circle, it's like it creates its own canvas, like little clouds. And that's kind of where you want it. And like I said, this is green, but it's not looking tacky. And you got all this here. And I like the grainy look. I feel the grainy look is good. Alright. It's not terrible. Alright, now the Hello World. I don't know, I might just leave it just like this. I think it looks good just like that. But yeah, you have a reading, Erica. Yeah, I finished my Mickey Mouse. I wasn't up a Hello World, but I don't know. I think he looks good just the way he is. But yeah, I just like to do interesting things while that and have fun. while I'm waiting and things, and it's YouTube, one of their rules. Oh, you're welcome, Erica. Is my sister Sarah doing dark magic on me? Oh, jeez. You guys having issues or something where this would happen? I do know a bit about this. I can give you some advice about dark magic. Dark magic only really works if you believe it's going to work. I will tell you that. Even if you're evil, if you are with the light and you're a positive person, a lot of witches that are dark, because I am a witch, and witches are neither good nor bad. I just choose to do good things with what I do. Well, that's good. Evil cannot, darkness, I don't like the word evil because there's good dark and bad dark. But if it's ill intentions, it's still even with witches, it's the law of physics still apply and energy. And if you choose not to receive this energy and you're praying, it cannot come upon you. I will tell you that. I have known people that put curses on people and stuff like that, and they weren't very good holy people, and I'm not going to say holy, they just weren't bright people, like light bulbs people. And they gave into it and believed it, and things happened. But I don't judge anyone who does it with good intentions. Well, if you think about it, my friends, you go to church, or my friend, you go to church, they're doing magic. When you pray, you're doing magic. All magic is dispersing energy. A priest does magic. A preacher does magic. Jesus did magic. It's the energy you give out. Jesus just gave out good energy. He did miracles. So, enhance, I guess you could call him a good warlock. So, well, yeah, I was raised in Catholic school. But yeah, the universe is full of energy. And to block anything that's dark and malicious, all you have to do, and it's so easy, if you want to pray, if that's what brings and channels in your positivity, pray. And the energy goes right back. So that's the advice I give you, and that is what I know is what's absolutely true. Because I wouldn't do anything malicious to people because I don't believe in it, but people that do, and they do it against people that aren't malicious, it comes right back to them. And these are the people that die early deaths and unexplainable deaths and stuff, because my grandmother was one of these. She was practicing this stuff all the time in the attic. And one time she summoned something and she just died up in the attic. And this is how things happen. Energy returns back to sender sometimes. So as long as you think positive, it's going to be okay. And don't feed into all her blah blah blah. I did this and I got a voodoo doll or whatever. If you believe that voodoo doll is gonna hurt you, then it does. So it's all in belief. And I do know this. Alright. Your sister, I could do an energy reading on her to see what she's doing. She's in a cardinal moon. A cardinal moon is it is a witch's moon. And a cardinal moon is just talks about making the first move. She has not done anything, but she's angry. I will tell you that. She got, and the energy surrounding her is a fixed moon and a full moon in Aries. A fixed moon is just means manifesting and trying to get executed what you want and holding whatever you want. It's like a manifesting card. And she's surrounded by a full moon in Aries also. And this talks about just a lot of anger, a furious, a fury complex. She hasn't done anything, but she really can't do anything unless you believe it. And she's going to get a lot of bad karma, I'll tell you that. I see in her sector there's a lot of malicious stuff. And I see her being deceptive to other people besides you. There's a guy that she's been very angry about too. I do see that. There's a male. And this is how she wants to get even with revenge magic. I don't think it's just on you. I think it's this, whoever she's crushing on or just something like that. But if you pray a lot, get a cross, and if it comforts you, the cross will protect you, and it's just not vampire movies where they're just gonna go away and burn. The cross puts a shield around you if you believe in it. That's why they always said with these exorcisms that to these priests that some priests couldn't exorcise people because they didn't believe. If you're going to put a cross on and for protection, you got to believe what you're putting out. Absolutely. So, but you're going to be okay. She hasn't put anything on you, and she's just going through some kind of stuff with this guy. And it's her own damn fault for putting all that bad energy out there, Erica. It really is. Especially if you like somebody and you're doing all kinds of malicious stuff, you're not going to get the person that you like, and love will not follow you. So, as for your sister, maybe even pray for her, because she can't touch you. She can't do anything to you, but there is something bad coming to her. I mean, I know she's not going to die or nothing, but there is a really bad event that's going to happen to her, and the universe, if you get too snotty or uptight, it will let you know what's up. It will. I mean, when I was younger, I was being a little selfish, and next thing I know, it let me know. I got, actually what happened was I got cheated on. And I was just doing a lot of negative things and thinking I was and had a big ego and got cheated on. And honestly, I had to come in, and I don't regret it. Because if I didn't get cheated on and I didn't get thrown down to where I needed to be, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So maybe pray for your sister. Sometimes if you pray for the people that is really nasty, it helps you. It absolutely can help you. And I know it sounds crazy. I prayed for my ex-husband even though we went through a domestic. And I had really good energy come to me, and just things started coming. And gradually within time. And I will talk to him, and I will be friends with him still to this day. I mean, I'm not going out and hanging out, but I have forgiven him. I have totally forgiven him, because this is what you have to do. That's what the light wants you to do. I call it the light God, because it's a big, gigantic light ball when you see it. I've seen the light god. I've died 3 times and came back. And it's a gigantic light bulb, and it's just there, and the light is so bright, it literally reads you. But that's what the light wants you to do, wants you to forgive. And as long as you stay, and you don't have to forget what she did, you don't even have to talk to her. But if the light sees that you're praying for your sister because she's turned too dark, that only makes it better for you. And I will tell you that. Because my ex-husband ended up being homeless for a little bit, and all kinds of stuff happened to him. Because he was really, really mean to me. And yet, through all that, I still forgave him. Because I remember the rules of the light. And it did work for me. But it's hard. It's hard when people are real mean to you and have done malicious things to you and are just plain nasty to you. I get it. I do. I think I get it more than anybody in the universe, because I had to forgive somebody that put me through a domestic. But it took me like 2 years. But once I did, my life turned around, and he ended up homeless and all this stuff, but he had to learn his lessons. I mean, when you pray for somebody, it doesn't mean they're going to have a fun time. Oh no, it doesn't. It means whatever lessons they have to learn is going to hit them full force. If they got an ego and they're being nasty, that ego will be shut down, and they're going to have something they love taken from them. And they're going to be in misery, and they're going to be looking for you to be for help. And you got to be righteous. I know it's hard to be righteous. Trust me, I know. Being righteous is the hardest thing in the world to be. It really honestly is. But sometimes you got to bite the bullet, and you got to be righteous. And righteous people are hard to find because everybody wants revenge. I'm gonna start. I've been working on this baby's blanket for my grandchild that's coming. But being righteous is very hard. It took me years to get this way. Years. So, but I would just start with praying and separating yourself. And however you want to pray, however you think of them, I think of God as a light bulb. If you don't want to think of God as a light bulb, it's okay. If you want to think of him as a dove or a gorgeous man, that's okay too. As long as you think of him and just say, I want to be separated from her, and I want her to be better. Because even the most evil person in every lifetime, the light wants them to turn around. Even Hitler, in all his craziness, the light wanted him to turn around and do better things. You got to remember this. So, like I said, it's great that you pray. It really is. And praying, like I said, it's a form of white magic. And the church, the reason why they were burning all those witches is they tapped into the idea of you could do white magic by exerting enough energy. And that was back in the medieval ancient days. But that's why they burned all the witches, because they realized that this can happen. And Vatican City has all these things in the catacombs. They have dead bodies in the catacombs of Vatican City. They've tapped into some dark energy, those guys. And they wonder, and then I read one of the ceremonies for exorcism in Latin. And then they converted it to Old English, and they always bring upon the darkness onto them. You should be bringing the darkness onto an object or something and then cleansing it. But this is how the church always done things, and they wonder why these priests went mad. All these exorcisms and their exorcists always died of a weird way and everything because the church told them to bring all these spirits inside of them. And that's a lot. That's pretty deep. I don't know what anybody with any kind of faith of that caliber would. They would tell other people, the senior priests, to put dark energy inside them. But that's the Catholic Church for you. And I do find them fascinating because they have such a rich history of dark and light. It's crazy. That's why so many horror movies are made from the Catholic Church. They really are. They do such crazy, horrible things sometimes, and they control the world. So I think they do. When there's a new pope, everybody in this world stops, and that's it. They don't pay taxes. They got they took the bones of Jesus and the apostles and put them in the apocalypse. What do you need with bones? Your bones are supposed to be put to rest. Not. I think they had some dark ceremonies with these bones. It's just me. But that's how I am. I'm always thinking outside the box. Because there are some dark magic ceremonies where you would need the dead body. And you would need the skulls and stuff. There really is. You're supposed to bury these guys, or you're supposed to be ashes to ashes, dust to dust, or you're supposed to be buried on holy ground. And I don't think that church is sometimes very holy. I don't. They have done a lot of dark magic. A lot. And I was raised Roman Catholic, so I observed a lot of their stuff. So I didn't believe half of the stuff they. I believed in God, I just didn't believe in the way they portrayed the light God. And thank God, because I don't think they have the full answer. I really don't. That's just me. It really is. But that's why there's so many books written about them. I mean, they took like special relics from old civilizations, and you can't get in Vatican City. It's more, they got Dead Sea Scrolls over there. The Vatican Library has all kinds of stuff, and no one's allowed in it. No government. They're like beyond government control. Everybody's worried about all these presidents and everything. No president could walk in Vatican City and demand to go in Rome's library. They can't. Even Rome themselves could not go in Vatican City. They couldn't. They have such high security. And Rome cannot charge them taxes. And they are very super rich. Super rich. And people sit there and will say, like, this person, this corporation got this much money. I think they're like the elephant in the room. They really are. We're going through economical problems. Vatican City is going just fine. I think they're doing some shady stuff. That's just me. And if they're not doing shady stuff now, they have been. I mean, when people become a saint and they make a saint, they take their bones a lot of times and they get buried there. Hopefully, I know Mother Teresa became a saint, but hopefully they don't got her body too. But they take full bodies, and you could do a lot with a dead body and dark magic and enough kind of, and if you pray in a bad way over a dead body, you can do some damage. I don't think they should have access to these things. I really don't. They're supposed to be a church, but they be doing all these bad things sometimes, and I don't approve of all the bad things they do. I don't. I don't think they. I think they've taken it in a dark way. Even the cross they have, they worship Jesus being on a cross. It was a horrible thing that happened to him. Horrible. But why should he be depicted in the Catholic religion as being crucified? He was a son. And I think he was a father. I think he had kids. And I think Mary Magdalene was his wife. But the Catholic religion will tell you she was a whore. Was she really a whore? She was always by his side and she was washing his feet. That's what they did. They wore sandals. They had sand all around them. She wanted her husband to be clean. I don't know. I just have a lot of reservations. I've gotten fights with a lot of priests. A lot. Because I feel that, I don't know, over the years it got corrupt. And I get they were angry about the witches and all that, but to sit there and execute and have all these monks murdering people in the name of God and the Crusades, who does this? These guys are supposed to be God's warriors. And they just went around and the people they murdered and said were witches really were not even witches. And that's documented facts. Sometimes guys were just tired of their wife and they would just turn them into the church and say and make up a lie to off their wife. It was stuff like that was going on, and they allowed it. And they have very old customs. Very old customs. And the thing is that we're in a modern age. Why can't we just go with happiness? We're supposed to love our fellow man, not want to burn them at a stake and everything. I don't know. These are just my random little thoughts that get me in trouble with a lot of religious people. Oh, I made a Mickey.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to put on the door or in our room or something. I just made it real basic. I think it looks nice basic.
Right.
The husband just got home. But yeah, I could talk about Catholicism all day long because the energy transfers are in religion and all of that with science is so close. It's crazy. Because they say scientifically, because I do study a lot of science, your body, they say that our brain, honestly, that we unconsciously do things and we think we're doing it voluntarily and we're not, which got me wondering the other day. I mean, this is just me wondering, one of my wondrous thoughts. If this is true with the brain, and they said, the scientists said our brain is connected to the universe, and you see the universe as it is while you're being born. Does that mean we're by design? And maybe the dark sends some people, and the light sends certain people, and their brains are geared for a certain way because as above is below. And whenever there's a very good event coming, a very bad event's going to happen. And that is scientifically proven. And if science is proving religion, maybe when we're born, God already has a predisposition of what he's going to do and what you're going to do. Because that's why you were born. And it's very fascinating because quantum theory and linear, and then these multiverses. These multiverses actually were said that they're actually saying they're true. They're absolutely, and they never, 20 years ago, never would say that. They said there's no such thing as aliens 20 years ago. Now they're saying there's multiverses, and I'm wondering, does that mean there's an existence of a heaven place? And they're saying the positive energy is strong in the universe, and that's what brings you life. Positive energy would only be God, and negative energy would, I guess, if you want to call it the devil or whatever. I mean, my mind just wandered. Maybe I was just a good soul that was sent down, and maybe this is why even. I'm so even and want to help out. And then some people are just so angry, and it's like the movie The Omen. They're hurting animals and everything at a young age, and they grow up to be serial killers and crazy stuff. Maybe when the light brings somebody, the dark's allowed to bring somebody. I'm not saying it's true. I don't know. It's one of my random thoughts that I wonder about. I really do. And I've seen dark things, and if you are not afraid of them and you believe in the light, they cannot bother you. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. And if you get real scared, and let's say you feel a dark presence, there's that one thing in the Bible they always say: as you walk through the valley of darkness, fear no evil. And you're supposed to have real happy vibes to you, or just think of a one event of something that you truly have always loved. I always like poems. And then when I see it, when bad times come, I like to recite that in my head. And when I recite that in my head, it's easier for me to forgive. I don't know why. It just is. But that could be advice, but I mean, not everybody's church motivated, but if you think about that saying, as you walk through the valley of darkness, I fear no evil, it's just pretty much telling you to stay in the positive realm. So it's just pretty much telling you to think positive, just in a fancy way of saying it. All of the stuff that you hear and say pretty much is the same thing, just rephrased in the Bibles. And I'm sure in other Bibles it has similar things, just maybe said a little different, but it's all like the same. So, I mean, I know that's pretty deep, and everybody says I have deep thoughts, but I wouldn't fear anything from this lady, from your sister, because she got a lot coming to her. And she's going to need your help, and it's better you stay away till all this stuff's done. So, I mean, these are my best advice. When I have a lot of really bad people that are surrounding me, this is what I do. So, and I do it all the time. And I don't let things bother me. I don't, because that's what negative wants. Negative wants you to react. And if you don't believe in the negative, you're not going to react to it, because it doesn't bother you. So that's the best advice I can give you there. But since the husband's home, I'm gonna finish this with knitting row, and I do have work tomorrow, but I get bored around here, and I have my little studio area where I do a lot of my paintings, and I think you came on when I just finished Mickey. But here's my Mickey. I just did him today. I was trying to have something nice for the house because I don't believe in going to Etsy and all these places and giving out all your personal information and almost possibly getting hacked just to get a little picture that you want for your wall. That's why I actually go and show you guys how to do all these little crafts because they want a lot for these things. And, and if you're in the United States, there's all of these tariff things going on and this and that. And you might want a picture of Mickey Mouse, or you just may want a picture of Winnie the Pooh. And sometimes, in these kind of times, it's almost better to make it yourself. And I got that from a picture on Etsy. Literally, that was from Etsy, and it's something I probably would have liked for my wall. But you know what? I'm not ordering Etsy because I don't know if it's even going to make it to the United States because all these tariff wars and stuff going on. So I make it myself. And then you can make it any which way you want, and you could go on Etsy and you could look at it. You might not be able to download the image, but you can look at it and draw it. There's no law against that. None at all. And it's something that could be fun for the kids and everything. It really can. So, but I'm almost done with this, and I'm going to see how his day went. And probably put in a meal. And then I might come back and I got another green poster board I got to do something with. I might go find an easy sketch on Etsy because sometimes I don't like to be doing all these sketches. I have them in my community board where I did the Grim Reaper and got his little fingers and everything really good, his bony little fingers. And that took me 2 hours. I do have some stuff I've done that's taken me a hell of a long time. But sometimes I'm not in the mood to be focusing on detail for 2 hours. Sometimes I just want to do something basic, such as life. I mean, it is what it is. And then my son wanted my mom's blanket, and she's dead. So I told him, when I die, you get the blanket. So I'm making him one for this baby. This way, he could have that blanket, and the baby will have a blanket when I'm dead that I made. And there we go. There was a fair trade right there. Me and my son begin in these kind of crazy arguments. But I told him I was going to make it real nice, and I don't know, I might crochet the sides. I do like knitting, though. Knitting is very relaxing, friends. And I refreshed my knitting skills about a year ago on YouTube, laugh out loud. This is how much I be on here all the time, so that's why I decided to be a live streamer and do little videos and stuff, because I'm always on here listening to music and stuff, so I'm making my mark and contributing to the one little network that I like a lot. And I do. It's always my go-to. I do like Facebook too, but I have always been a YouTube fan. And I'm just happy to be up here and have people like what I'm saying, honestly. To me, if I never become popular, it's okay. I could just say I had a good ride and I had a YouTube channel and just be done with my life. But who knows where this is going to go? And if it goes real far, I got a lot of extra money to help people and to give good entertainment. Because I do eventually want to go to spooky places, but you need money for that. So maybe one day if I get enough subscriptions, I can take a small trip and Maybe go to a haunted place and see if I can pick up a demon or exorcise or something or cleanse places. I'm good at cleansing places. But, and I do like to go to cemeteries because, it doesn't bother me being around a cemetery because the dead people don't bother me. Even if they're evil, as people say, they don't bother me. They really don't. I guess they should bother me, but they don't. Because I don't allow it. But I'm going to let you guys go. It's been great, and thank you for the subscription. You're wonderful. And I'm glad you like my conversation. I try to make friends over here. I had 6,000 friends on Facebook, and then it got hacked. So now I got, I think, 900 something. I have almost 900 friends over here. I'm out to make a lot of friends. So hopefully I made some friends with you guys, because I don't like just to call you guys subscribers and this and that and tell you subscribe to me and all this crazy stuff. I actually like to make friends where I can come and talk to you guys. I call it friends. Because sometimes my life's unpredictable. I'm cleaning or I'm walking my dog or making videos or just something, and I can't tell you when I'm going to be on and when I'm not going to be on. I don't know. Usually it's around evening time, but I have taken off, or I take time off from work so I can have more time Monday through Thursday. But I am trying to make time in now that I'm feeling better. I make a little time in my life now when I work to come over here to make new friends. But I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll be back probably tomorrow, honestly. I just want to make sure if I did, I'm not going to have enough time to go on TikTok. I'm not. So, but I don't really focus on there because I don't even know who's going to own it. Now it's up for ownership again. I do love TikTok. I'm a TikTok addict, and I do love Snapchat. But this is the most safe place. Nobody messes with YouTube. Nobody. It's weird. It's like they're the goat of every single social network. So I know all my stuff's safe over here. But I enjoyed meeting you, Erica, and all my other new friends. And I hope to talk to you guys tomorrow. And if I don't, or if I don't get to talk to you guys any other time because you don't like my views of the church or something, I'm sorry, and I'm glad that we spoke for a little bit. And it's okay. And I hope everybody has a blessed day, and I have a short day tomorrow. So I'll probably be around 5, 6 o'clock like I usually when I get my dog settled. Because Black Labs, he's half Black Lab and half German Shepherd, and he has all kinds of demands when I get home. So that takes time. I gotta take him on his walk to the dog park and all this stuff. But I'll talk to you guys about that time. And thank you for your time, because I do appreciate it, because time is important. If time wasn't important, people wouldn't pay you for it. So I appreciate you giving me time out of your life. And I'll be on here tomorrow if you're around. And if not, I put all my live streams on playlists. And they're in order. Because I think it was 403 and this would be 404. So, and I don't keep them around for a week. Tomorrow I will release, when this one's done processing, it's going to be live stream 404. That's just the way it is. I just leave it like that. It's easier for everyone to keep track, if they wanted to listen to it again. And if they don't, it's totally okay, and I'm fine with it. Because we all have our free will. But I'll be here tomorrow, and I wish all you guys luck. And you know what? I'll pray for all you guys, because I think we all need prayers these days, because the world's gone insane at times. And we all got to stick together for the better good. We really do. And that's why I'm up here, to try to bring hope for the better good. And I'm going to go and have a great day.